like we've become that spot. It's like when you come here as a tourist now, you're like, man, these kids all look like they're having fun. I bet they have a great time outside of work together. And it's like, yeah, we do live that life. I mean, honestly, it's not bad.
Knocked it off, the other two just like...
Like fell asleep to his death.
I hope not.
Probably the best thing about this kind of job for me is just like the immediate gratification of like doing a good job for somebody, giving them something they're happy with, and then like have a great day, like, and like, you know, like their day's like maybe hopefully a little better since they came in. And like I usually get that feeling, and like that's probably what honestly keeps me motivated most of the time here, besides the money. The money's pretty good.
Like, I'd say like the best word for it is kind of cozy. You know, it's like a smaller restaurant, and like there's like the lights and the like windows and everything. It's on the second floor, so I always feel cozy when I'm eating here.
It's grungy in the most put together way. You know, we're like upstairs above a coffee shop in some old building in like the student housing for Western, you know, in this neighborhood. We've got a bagel stand and a little corner store across the street and a tattoo parlor. You know, it's kind of weird placement, but so many people come here.
We're almost all like neighborhood locals, like living in the Vine neighborhood bubble almost, it feels like.
It is. He's always done very like avant-garde films before that.
And then Saturday was way better.
That's good. I was supposed to do it, but then Sarah put it cover for me. So it worked out.
The cool thing about this restaurant is that there's a pretty good connection between the front and back of house since it's like a smaller restaurant. So for the most part, we have a pretty, you know, similar experience here other than just like working with the food.
And today, like kicks were faster than they've ever been today. I couldn't even believe it, how fast they were cooking. And it's the same guys that just, you know, they figure things out too. And every day things, you know, we get a little bit better with practice. I think too, like a lot of what goes on here is successful because we have usually a lot of like pretty good camaraderie amongst the staff.
Where'd you get that? The kitchen just made it special for you? Oh, I love that for you.
And you don't see that at every place that I've worked or every place that I've been. Most of the people here, like a lot of us are friends and get along, and we weren't necessarily friends before we all started here, but you just kind of become that way.
One day when we're slow, I'll find like all of them.
You can start looking at them, dude. How many have you found?
I know the one over. I know there's one.
This place gets a ton of business, which can make it kind of a stressful place to work sometimes. But it's the fact that all the people who work here are just like so aware of that and are so capable of like holding each other up and accountable for stuff. It's a really cool atmosphere to be a part of as a customer, probably because of how cool it is to be here as an employee, you know?
Crow's Nest and Fourth Coast are both owned by the same owner. Chris Danick is the owner of both of these places. He started Fourth Coast about 25 years ago, and since then the restaurant upstairs has opened and we share a space and a lot of other stuff. The team and the employees behind Fourth Coast, the people that I have working in the cafe here and the people that I've been working with since I've been here, definitely people who are, you know, independent workers. They have their own independent style and things that they're into. All the baristas really have control over whatever music they want to play when they're on shift, and that's a really good thing. It's definitely got a sense of individuality to it. When you're talking to baristas here, it's not like you're talking to, you know, some kind of generic person who's just doing it because that's a paycheck. The people who are working at Fourth Coast are interested in building a sense of community, and I think that that's something that has affected the people in the neighborhood. When you come into a coffee shop and the person who's working there knows your name and they know what you want to drink and they have it ready for you before you even get to the front of the counter, kind of gives you a sense of feeling like you belong in the neighborhood. This is kind of a crossroads in Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo being the crossroads of kind of between Chicago and Detroit. I have a lot of friends from college that have moved to Detroit, moved to Chicago, moved to New York, California as well, but every time they come back to Kalamazoo, they stop at Fourth Coast. And so being here, it's just perfect for me because I get to see everybody from my past that I wouldn't necessarily run into around town, because there's certain destinations in Kalamazoo, and this is one of the places you have to come.
Just trying to bring a little bit of joy every day to work and hopefully get it back from people. And I feel like most of the time that we do that. So that's, I think that's a lot of what we do.